You ready? Yeah. You can have it if you can imagine it. So my objective is to change the narrative. We ain't savages. Me and my fellow kings are like Reverend Green. We love happiness. No mistresses on our mattresses. The new flexes, lifelong marriages. Legacies is what we're establishing. Zero hate at our gatherings. Black emotions are vast as oceans. Don't bottle them up, let's crack them open. Forward progress, no backward motions. We got that vibranium, Chadwick Boseman from Johannesburg to St. Petersburg. We're bonded together, and as a unit we can accomplish whatever. No one can do it better. Hands cross my chest, Wakanda forever.
Kings recognize kings. We have to all come together. Kings recognize kings. You gotta love our brother. Kings recognize kings. They better know we have the power. Kings recognize kings. The time is now to go for our world.
Put on your seatbelt. It's time to take a ride. Get on the intellect bus. You got a seat inside. You want to feel good? Get you a black king. You be amazed at all the joy that king will bring. Mama told me young. Sometimes you might fail, but you a young black king. You don't belong in jail. So now I'm fail-proof, and I'm gonna succeed. Cause I got two strong brothers standing next to me. We claiming victory and making hits, you see. KRK, we quietly making history. Call us Wakanda strong, kings all along. It's gonna ring in your head like damn I love this song. This beat is banging, our lyrics saying something real. We trying to touch your soul, see how I make it feel. 3 different kings coming from different walks of life. We're cohesive and close, we all be walking like kings.
Kings recognize kings, we have to all come together. Kings recognize kings, you gotta love our brother. Kings recognize kings, they better know we have the power. Kings recognize kings, time is now to go for our.
Kings recognize kings. Kings recognize kings. Kings recognize kings.
Kings recognize kings, baby.
Kings recognize kings.
Kings recognize kings. Kings always recognize kings.
K-I-N-G, him, them, you, and me.
Kings recognize.
K-I-N-G, him, them, you, and me.
Kings recognize.
K-I-N-G, him, them, you, and me.
Kings recognize.
Don't you know that kings recognize kings? Rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, with my girl, with my girl, with my girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is for the one I love, baby. Ooh. Yeah, it's roll. Yeah, drop top, old school, Lincoln. Oh, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln. Yeah, white walls, rolling with my girl. Yeah, yeah. We can go where you wanna go, yeah, yeah. As long as you are riding shotgun with me, beneath the salmon color skies we ride. Ooh, thankful that I'm with good company. Drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my girl, yeah, yeah, yeah.
This that bop now. Let the top down. So glad we ain't no longer in lockdown. A breath of fresh air. This is self-care. My lady look good, just got some new hair. I don't get jealous when other dudes stare, cause my honey stays with me like Winnie the Pooh Bear. Looking tasty in this natural AC. Girl, I'm KC, you got me singing, ooh yeah.
It's just me and you rolling with the music up high. Your hair is blowing in the wind while I'm caressing your thigh. Our destination is the beach, you can say that we're lit. I got shoulder walls banging while we rolling the strip. There's not another living person I would rather ride with. I swear you're looking real good while we rolling this whip. You're like a movie star, baby, you're the queen of the set. Picture the scene, we in the drop top when the sun is just set.
Drop top, old school, Lincoln, white walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, white walls, rolling with my girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop.
Drop top, old school, Lincoln, white walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, whoa, drop top, old school, Lincoln, white walls, rolling with my girl. Oh, whoa, yeah. This is for one love, baby. Rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, with my girl, with my girl, with my girl.
All right, everybody. So we are here for another dope episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. This is episode number 123. And let me tell you right now, we're streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, CertifiedNationEntertainment.com. We are also going to be airing on the Tattoo Shop Radio, Cuzzle FM, Culture Shock Radio, and Waptor Music FM. It is my pleasure to introduce my first music group onto Let's Get Activated for 123. We've got KRK, or as I would like to say, Kings Recognize Kings in the building.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yes, sir.
Hey. Man, it's just a pleasure and honor, having, all three of you gentlemen here. This is going to be a dope show. We got OG the original here. We got Shad Core. We got Theo Lane. We got everybody here. This is wonderful.
I love it. I love it. It's an honor to be here. Definitely.
Man, it's an honor to have you. No, you're welcome. I just appreciate you guys, bringing us back some good music. And, I miss having real groups, talent, mixing in the R&B and the hip hop. You can't go wrong at all.
Yeah. Appreciate that. Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Hip hop and R&B are like, first cousins. You know what I mean? So we go get along real good.
Yes, that's right. We had to start it off right for the people. We started it with your Kings Recognize Kings video, and then we went right into White Walls. You guys kind of want to talk about the creative process with those two amazing songs and visuals?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shot, you want to start off, Shot?
Yeah. So, as far as like, if we're going to talk about like chronological order, like White Walls was first. White Walls started out as a song, like me myself. I'm an MC, right? But I also like to show, my other talents, and I like to think I'm a pretty decent songwriter, right? So I wrote White Walls specifically for Theo. Like I wasn't even gonna be on it. Like so, this was before we even formed as a group. You know, just hearing Theo's voice, I wanted to be able to write something that he could sing. So it was originally just gonna be a song that I wrote for Theo, and then for whatever reason, I just threw 8 bars on there. And then when we decided to become a group, because we were all fans of each other, and we were thinking about content to put on our upcoming EP, I remembered that song wasn't really all the way complete. Like, you know, and that happens a lot of times. You'll write something and may not finish it all the way, and you get a new idea, and then you move on to that. But I was like, that song felt special. So I was like, why don't we make it a KRK joint and throw OG on it? And then it'll be that's really all it was missing was a verse from OG. You know what I'm saying? It had a little other tweaks that we put to it, but all we needed was a verse from OG to make it a official KRK song. And it was a vibe, man. It really just felt like you say, good music. You know, we're all men of certain ages that grew up on this type of music, so it was just kind of dope to be able to dig into that bag and show what we can do with our own twist.
Excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt, but I wanted to say this because when I was recording my solo album and I was in the studio with Shy working on, I had him featured on a couple of songs. He let me hear the White Walls joint, and I was like, damn, I love this. I was like, yo, I love to be on that, yo. And it wasn't even like our song, it was just his joint, and he wrote it for Theo. But I was just like, yo, I would love to be on that joint. Then fast forward, we became a group, and he hit me up. I was working. He was like, yo, we need you to throw a verse on White Walls. I was like, what? I was at work. I was like, I put my phone on break. I wrote that joint in like 20 minutes. I called him back there. I got my joint ready.
And it's funny, I'm glad he brought that up because, I'm a true believer in God ordering your steps, right? That's probably the reason we didn't complete it before.
Right.
It wasn't meant to be until OG put a verse on it. You see what I'm saying? For whatever reason, we didn't complete it. We went on to something else. And when it was time, I didn't even know he had felt that way about it. So he was like, yo, I remember when you first because like I put a video of me, like OG clowns me all the time because I can't sing word for lick. So he clowns me all the time. So I put a video of me singing the hook, right? Before I even showed it to Theo, I just put a video. And people actually responded pretty well. I was like, yo, that's a vibe right there. So I didn't even know OG felt that way about it until I presented it. He was like, man, I remember when you posted that like a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So it was just meant to be. And then with KRK, with Kings Recognize Kings, we felt like we needed a signature song that just really talks about who we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was our chance to introduce ourselves to the world. Like, this is what we are. You know what I'm saying? So, then our producer Troy Cedeno, who's just a beast, man. This dude is so super versatile. We told him what we were looking for.
Producer.
And when we told him we want something that speaks to specifically black men uplifting one another, kings being kings, he immediately thought to himself, he said, okay, then it needs to have like African drums, it needs to go back to the essence. So that's why it's produced in that lane, because that's what we were taking it back. You know what I'm saying? Like, before this narrative got changed by us being savages and just the N-word, we were kings and queens. So we were like, let's take it back to that, man. Let's take it back to the essence. So that's what that song's all about. Just
I ain't even gonna lie though. I wasn't feeling to be that person. I was like, I can't really rap to this. This ain't my type of joint, Right. And Theo was like, oh, gee, you could rap to anything, bro.
Anything.
Theo, and I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna try to do my best.
And that's the beauty of having a group, because sometimes honestly, like your partner might see something in you that you don't even see in yourself. You like, that ain't really my lane, but I'm like, bro, you a writer. You're a writer. All it might not be your cup of tea, but just insert yourself in it and challenge yourself. That's what I guess.
Yeah, exactly.
Challenge yourself. You'll be surprised what you come up with. And I think it makes you a better rounded artist. That
absolutely.
Okay, I don't just do this. I can do this, but I can also do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. Theo, what are your thoughts? You're the silent singer over there.
I thought for the process of both of the songs, Shaw did present the song to me about a year ago, and I was like, man, that's dope. We haven't made up a name for it. We kind of called it Lincoln. It was kind of like Lincoln at first.
We called it Lincoln. Y'all called it Lincoln. Yeah.
It wasn't White Walls, it was Lincoln. So I was like, man.
I said call it White Walls, but go ahead.
I like that.
I love him props on that. He did make up the name White Walls. And at first, Shaw was like, I don't know about White Walls.
I was like, because I was sold on it being Lincoln. I was like, I'm talking about a Lincoln. And he was like, nah, bro, it need to be called White Wall. Wow. And I had to concede. He pulled out a trump card on me. He pulled out the joke. He say, well, remember I had this one song, and you said it should be called this. I was like, hey, I got to give it to my brother. I got to give it to him. But it turns out he was right, because White Walls is just, I think it's a little catchier. It grabs your attention, and it Lincoln, you could be talking about any kind of Lincoln. You could be talking about a Lincoln Navigator, but White Walls, that's specific.
It's specific.
Right.
So
the creative process on that was it was just, we came together. Troy Cedeno from the C Lab.
Yes, sir.
I give him all the props. He's one of the greatest producers in America. Forget America, really world. He is.
He's that dope.
Exceptional. And we're going to share some major news later on your broadcast about that. But anyway, he was exceptional in bringing us all together on that. Shaw was exceptional for his writing. Troy, OG was exceptional for his writing. And I added a sprinkle of ad libs and everything. And so we made that song, and that creative process was awesome. And then as far as the KRK, Troy Cedeno, he laid it with the beat. These masterful lyricists right here, they just started. I made up a little bit of the hook. Shad and OG helped, and we kind of molded everything together. And
we always do that.
It came out like a freshly baked New York pizza. You know? It was out of the oven, and on these songs, remember, we did revisions to them too. Like we would be like, hold on, let's do this, little intricacies that we did for the creative process to make it, to make it is what it is today. So that was my take on both of the creative processes of both of those songs. Dope.
Wow. I mean, it was great work, definitely with Kings Recognize Kings. I loved it too, uplifting, the brothers. We don't get that enough. Y'all know in our community, there's so much competition and people are scared to uplift each other. So you guys definitely made something uplifting. You can smile too. I see you had like other gentlemen in there, other kings. You were giving love to
recognize.
Yes. Absolutely. So that was dope. And then White Walls, I gotta give some lady shout outs, because all three of you had your beautiful ladies, wives in the video, looking all beautiful and everything.
Thank you.
I gotta shout out all the queens in there. I noticed that. And then my lady steppers. I wanted to be stepper.
We gotta give it up to them.
Mad love to those ladies. I mean, exceptional ladies.
John, how the KRK step steppers.
Yeah, wow. So we call them our KRK line dancers. They officially are when it's time to step, they coming with us every step of the way.
Yeah, when we take that next step and we doing big arenas, trust me, they'll be right there with us.
And the way that came about was one of the dancers, me and her are co-workers. We work together. And so when we decided we wanted to do a visual for White Walls, like I couldn't get away from the fact that the song sounded like a stepper song. So I'm like, we need a line dance. Like how many local artists do we know that got a freaking line dance to go with their song? So we set apart. We're different. That's one thing I just love about all three of us is we are all cut from a cloth of originality. I mean, OG's got it in his name, OG the original. So
I'm telling you,
we don't ever want to. We don't want to be carbon copy of anything. Like we respect so many artists, but like we feel like we're on the same level of some of these cats that's been doing it for years. We really are. We have been doing it for years, maybe not on a national level. So
we have been doing it.
I was like, we need a line dance to go with this. So I remember one of my coworkers told me that she steps with other ladies, you know, and that she has like basically like a team that they go out and they do shows and stuff like that. So I was like, you think you could put some of your girls together? And I sent her the song, and she was like, we will have something for this in no time. And next thing you know, she sent me a video on WhatsApp of another former coworker who steps with them. Her name's Yo-Yo. Shout out to Yo-Yo, who created what we call a white wall slide. That's the name of the band.
Hey.
Yeah,
And she sent it to her, and she's so thorough. She like as she was doing the dance in the tutorial, she walked out and talked out every step that she was going to do to make it easier for her team to get it. And once they got it, man, it was like, oh, this thing, we got one. In fact, OG was the one that said, because we were going to originally do Kings Recognize Kings as the first single. We actually shot that one first, like 5 days before we shot the other one. But OG was like, yo, White Walls, that's the one. Like everybody who I play White Walls for. And, you know, it was risky because it's like, okay, is this, like, no doubt the song is dope, but I was like, I don't want to give, I think my apprehension was like, we don't want to give people the impression that this is the type of music they'll get with every song.
Right.
But in his defense, it's like, think about it like this. You get one chance to make a good impression.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So both songs are dope in their own right. You know what I'm saying? But White Walls was definitely the one that would grasp your attention because I think it would resonate with more people because more people want that good feeling. Like you said earlier, the good music. That's what White Walls represents.
What got me was DJs. I played it for DJs. And every DJ, I played both songs for like 7 DJs, friends that I've known in the industry and things of that nature. And every last one of them was like, bro, that Kings Recognize Kings is powerful. But that White Walls, that is special, bro. And it stuck with me. So I told my brothers, I said, man, I really feel like we should drop that White Walls first, bro. Because people really gonna take to that. You know, and then with the line stepping, it was just a perfect movie.
And that's a great point too. That he just said the DJs. We have to listen to the DJs. They the ones got their ear to the street. They know what's a good hit record. They're used to playing stuff and seeing the way the crowd reacts. So I think it was the right move. You know what I mean?
It was. I knew it was going to be. See, you know, I got to thank Theo Lane for entrusting me because he sent me the exclusive. So before this even went out anywhere, because he knew, you know, I'm not going to share it to come out. I heard that. I was like, what? And I'm like,
Good job, Theo. Good job, bro.
I said, when did the video come out so I can start sharing? It was so good. And make sure
we had an amazing time shooting that video as well. It wasn't too hot. It was perfect. It was a little cloudy, but it was kind of perfect because the sun was setting, and that was part of my rhyme. So it was just perfect. Everything, the car, the vibe, our wives, the dance.
In fact, it looked like it was gonna rain that day. We prayed that weather away. We was like, no, because we had put too much into it. Like we had to rent the car. Shout out to Jason with Lincoln Attic for us being able to actually rent a Lincoln with White Walls. So that was another challenge. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, we done made this song up called
Now we need one.
White Walls. I was like, now who do we know that owns one of these? I was like, I don't know who owns one of these. So we just got busy on researching. I was on Instagram. I was like, we got to find somebody locally who not only has one of these, but we can actually afford to rent it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was mad cool. Yeah, he was mad cool. We even got to do the photo shoot, as you can see, with the cover for White Walls, and everything just gelled, man. Everything came together so well, man. That was a very fun shoot that day.
But everything has gelled. Ever since we decided to become a group, you know, everything is just gelled. Like we don't have, you know, like he said in Kings Recognize Kings, zero hate at our gathering. Like it's like if one of us hears something that ain't right, we're brutally honest. Nobody's sensitive about it. It's gonna be laugh it off. Let's move on and fix it. I love it because I've never been really a part of a group because I've always been solo.
Right.
But I always wanted to be. You know what I'm saying? Because when you only got to write a 16, as far as opposed to writing 3 verses, it's a lot easier.
Right.
So I love being in a group. It's just so much easier.
Hey, I love it, and I had the pleasure of I knew, I've known Theo, and Shad for a few years now, just from linking up with, people I know in Tampa, definitely shout out to Waves of the Bay. So
Capone.
Yeah.
So much love, man.
Yeah.
That is an awesome dude right there.
Yes. Yes. Well, we go back to middle school and high school. Yeah.
Where are you at? Where are you?
Right now I'm in Pennsylvania.
PA. Okay. Where you locally? Where you originally from? Where you?
I'm originally from Kansas. That's where I met him. We both went to high school together.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
That boy love his Chiefs, boy. That boy loves his Chiefs.
He does.
Okay, that's the correlation. Okay.
He does. And then, so that's how, because, you was doing Waves of the Bay, and then I kind of started doing my thing, and then, was tapping into everybody, and I was like, oh, shoot, they're dope, this is a fun fact. So Theo was on the show before for episode 23.
Wow.
And this is 123.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I'm a big fan of Theo, so you can't tell me nothing wrong about Theo, boy. I'm telling you, everybody. Shout to tell you, I'm a big fan of Theo.
Hey, boy, OG don't play by Theo. OG put Theo up against anybody. I think it's only one singer he might put before Theo, and that's Joe. But everybody else comes after Theo.
Yep. So it was crazy. So, he's been there kind of in the beginning stages, of Activated. And then, Chad, we've done some, I've done some music reviews, and we just stay connected. And then OG, I finally got to meet you through these two at KRK. Wow. So it's just coming full circle.
Word. Pleasure's all mine, by the way.
Hey, it's a pleasure. So how did you guys decide, with being solo artists so long, the independent grind is crazy, as you know.
It is.
So what brought you guys together as a group?
We're fans of each other. I've always been a fan of Shaz. We used to work together back in the day, spitting freestyles on break, So I went my way, he went his way. I didn't know Theo. Shakur introduced me to Theo when I heard the White Walls thing. Well, it was whatever you called it before White Walls. And so I started working with Theo. I did a couple of songs. Listen, I got a whole album with Theo. And I'm not joking.
Wow.
We got like 12 songs. We go to the studio Saturday and work on some more.
I mean, they go in the studio and make a joint quicker than you can stir fry some chicken. It'd be that quick, man.
This boy can sing. So he just brings everything out of it, Right. So, we vibing, we doing music together. I'm featuring on each other's stuff. So I said to Shad one day, I was like, yo, man, I want to do an album with you. Me and Shad. And we had talked about doing a song called Kings Recognize Kings. Remember that, Shad?
Yep.
And then I wanted to do something with Theo too. So Shad was like, well, why don't we all just do an album together? And instead of doing a song called Kings Recognize Kings, why don't we call it Group Kings Recognize Kings? And I'm like, wow, that's powerful, bro.
Yeah.
Hit Theo up and Theo was like, I'm with it.
I'm with it, yep. And funny thing with me and Theo, we met each other at this show back in like 2016. And we both had known of each other just from, because, it's a small community with the local music, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I would see him pop up on other people's posts and stuff like that. Right. So we talked briefly at this show, and we was like, yo, we should link up. But you know how stuff goes. It's like you say that, and then life gets in the way and stuff like that. But I'm like, I didn't forget that I had wanted to work with him. And I remember Sandman used to do this show called what was it called, Theo? something about like
Flavor
flavors of the Bay.
Flavor of the Bay, or like
Flavor of the Bay or something like that, where he would play local music on Sunday evenings on 95, back when he was on 95.7.
Yeah.
So he played my song Crockpot off of my Oxtails album, and then right after that he played Theo's song Sexy Grown, which is probably my favorite Theo song, and that was my reminder. I remember saying I want to work with this brother. I hit him up. I said, yo, bro, remember me from the show? Like, yo, they just played your song after mine, bro. Like, we need to make this happen. So it's just crazy how it all gels. It needed to be all three of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And like OG said, me and him had talked about doing music long, like me and OG been with each other since like 2001.
Yeah.
And just like he said, we have mutual respect. Now, OG was saying he had never been a part of a group. I come from a group background, right? Like my very first group was called Brutal Funk back in like early 90s. So I always enjoyed the group setting because Run DMC is my favorite group. So I always gravitated to groups. Plus I played in bands 6th to 8th grade in the symphonic band. I played percussion. So I understood the power of collaboration.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you just can't collaborate with everybody. Like, that energy got to be right. You got to like like-minded spirit.
I ain't on that.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you can be a dope artist, but it still might not work out. So it was like, I immediately, like, I know his heart. I know Theo's heart. I know that we got some of the same morals and the same upbringing and stuff like that. So the stuff in the studio just comes naturally because of just who we are as men. And we're genuine fans of one another. So you don't have to worry about ego. You don't have to worry about stepping on toes. You don't have to worry about anybody feeling like uncomfortable. Like, we all contribute. There's no like, there's got to be one person way. So all of that bodes for dope music. You can feel the energy. You can feel the camaraderie coming out of the speakers when you listen to our music.
Right.
I genuinely believe that. And we're stronger as one. We're stronger, man.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. I agree. And, I got to give you guys a shout out for that Juneteenth performance. You came in there, y'all had the white on. The
Yes.
I said, they over here, they're not playing.
Hey, I think that was our fourth or fifth time performing together as a group, and we were a lot more comfortable. We actually had a like 3 or 4 rehearsals before the show with the dancers. So listen, I've gotten a lot more comfortable, especially being up there with a group as opposed to being up there by myself. You don't understand the butterflies in your stomach before you get on stage when you're by yourself. It's just everybody, But when you're with a group, it's like everybody ain't looking at me. Somebody looking at this dude. Just more comfortable. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah, that was great. I even was reading that the mayor of Tampa was getting down too.
And she shouted us out too.
Yeah, she was getting down.
Yes, she did.
She was definitely getting down. We enjoyed that Juneteenth festival.
Yeah.
It was an awesome opportunity for our base to grow. So and we went up there and we took no prisoners, and we showed out, and we showed up and we showed out. Because each of us were like Voltron. Each of us have different parts, and once we form, it's a wrap. Confidence, not arrogance. But we definitely enjoyed the Juneteenth festival, and we want to shout out Rock the Block for putting us on there. And it was an extremely grueling vetting process too.
Oh God, yeah.
A lot of people submitted. A lot of people.
Yeah.
So they chose us as one of the maybe 6 acts, I believe, and I was proud of my brothers. We got up there and we did our thing, and we rehearsed. We put in the time and the work, and our KRK line dancers just showed out.
Wow.
It came in Juneteenth.
When we saw them, I was like, "Oh, it's a wrap. Ain't nobody better than us today."
They came to the stadium. Everybody was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
Really. And we hadn't even changed clothes yet. So we wasn't even in all white yet. We was in all black, just chilling.
Right.
And then when I saw what they had on, I was like, when we go change, it's a wrap.
Yeah. So that was a great time.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you did a great job. Yeah, I know what you mean, because when I was watching, I seen them ladies, they had their colors on. They weren't playing. You know?
Okay. Yeah, they showed out. Beautiful.
I'm like, I need them in every single thing you do. I need to see them.
Hey, I would love them to be in everything. I don't have a problem with them at all. They are amazing.
Every time we doing KRK, we gonna bring them. I mean, White Walls, we gonna bring them.
We got more KRK coming though. We got the EP coming.
Oh, that's exciting. When is the plan for that to drop?
The fall.
Okay.
With another single, with another video. And then this next single,
this next single though,
I'm about to show you some real lyrical ability right here.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, it's just awesome. It's ridiculous.
It's so fun writing with these guys because like it's nothing that we can't write. And Theo, if you want to allude to that.
Yeah. Sam, well, if whoever's listening right now, but we have a major announcement to announce. We're not going to announce specifics, but I'm announcing it right here, right now. Let's Get Activated podcast. Yay. So, Certified Nation. But definitely, I will tell you this. Shad Core, through mutual friends and everything, he was sending off different music to this big time sync licensing mogul. Okay, so I think she would reply to him like, okay, I'm not looking for that or whatever. So he sent her one song. Hold on, Shad Core, explain how you sent it, and then I'll take over.
Okay.
So like I had sent her like a couple solo joints, and she was giving me feedback like that's not really what she's looking for right now. And I was happy that she was even responding. Some people won't even get that with you. Mm-hmm. So you don't always like to hear constructive criticism, but like if you accept it, you can grow. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So I sent her these solo joints. She wasn't really rocking with the solo joints, but then I sent her White Wall, and that piqued her interest. She started coming back with all of these vetting questions, but I can tell her response was different. She wasn't dismissing it like the other songs. I was like, oh man, she got a lot of questions. So Theo, I'll let you take over from there. But for those that don't know, before you finish, before you take over, for those that don't know, sync licensing basically means that they'll get your songs in TV, movies, commercials, video games, things like that. Yep. It's basically syncing up audio with video. Just wanted to put that out there for people that might not know.
Well, you're doing a great job in telling it, Shad. So I would just let you continue, but I would just add exactly what Shakor just said. Sync licensing is, of course, to the world, submitting things for film, commercials, movies, anything that deals with placements. So I think, Shad, continue with the story.
Don't give him too much. Don't give him too much.
Yeah, I ain't gonna give him too much.
Yeah. Slow down.
Basically, after hearing White Walls, we went through this long vetting process, and basically this person said, okay, I want to bring you guys on as writers. So now we're submitting music. We've submitted a few songs in addition to White Walls.
4-man team.
Yeah, 4-man team. I can give them the name, right? We
absolutely our names.
Yeah, So we came.
Yeah, our names.
Came up with
our names.
The writing team name, right?
No, our name.
Just you guys.
Writing team name, absolutely.
Oh, you want to do the writing team?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So we came up with a name for our writing team, and we go by Soul Supply, and it's a 4-man team. It's KRK, and then our super mogul producer, Troy Cedeno. So Troy provides all of the music, and us three we join together. sometimes with Troy as well to do the actual writing. And I'm telling you, Sam, we are unstoppable together. Like us four, it's almost borderline scary how
it's crazy
we can come up with material. I'm serious. I'm not trying to blow smoke up. Like we're all pushing ourselves as far as outside of. So notice the name is Soul Supply. So we haven't even submitted anything hip hop yet. We just been giving them straight soul,
right?
Soul music.
Listen, when I tell you I am not an R&B guy, I might be one of the. I'm from the lowest income of these guys. I'm from the projects. I'm from nothing. You dig? Like I didn't. These guys had parents. I didn't. I had a mama. You dig? I come from a different. And so R&B and writing, that was never in me. Now I grew up singing in the church, but my thing is writing rhymes.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys told me, you can do this.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I wrote a song on my album that was kind of R&B. Well, it was a singing song and I sang it, but I just that wasn't my lane. But I got with these dudes and listen, my confidence now is like, I can write anything. Let's go.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
You know what I like? You know what I like in that experience too? I don't know if y'all know this backstory, but when John Singleton approached Ice Cube about Boys in the Hood, he told Ice Cube that you're gonna be writing movies. And Cube looked at him like, man, I write rhymes. He said, look, you're a songwriter. You tell stories. If you can tell stories in a rap,
really,
right?
Imagination.
And I, you know, it's not 1 second that I doubt that OG can write because again, we cut from that cloth. We might be rappers, but like he knows, like if you got an ear for it,
right,
and you write raps, then all you're doing is just you know how to make words rhyme. Now you just got to figure out how to make them rhyme with a melody.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly.
Tell a story. So that's all it is. And so us together, man, all three of us, like we're all like, and Theo's voice. Oh my God, this brother here, man.
Appreciate it.
This brother here, I ain't gonna even say secret weapon because it ain't no secret because the brother is everybody knows.
Yeah.
This the man. This the man right here.
Mm-hmm.
That voice. That's our golden ticket.
Right. I want to shout out both of them for, as well as Troy, for pushing me through it. And I'll let y'all get to the boot camp just a minute. But I'll let them tell. I don't want to tell about the boot camp. But I will say, just to stay on topic and get through it, I will say this, that so we submitted and she accepted. And now we're in partnership. With a humongous it's sync licensing. And I can tell you this is very general and broad. We did a song from the way back in the day, and we had to get out of our element. And
way out of our element.
and we did it. Yeah, we did it. It was kind of like a Louis Armstrong. I had to go like Louis Armstrong, seriously. Mm-hmm. But and we did it, but now we're definitely on contract with her and her company for is writing and submitting songs for film, TV, and anything of that nature. So, yep, she loved us, and that's a wrap. But tell them about the song process and how grueling it was.
So, what he's referring to is what he's referring to as the boot camp.
Go ahead.
So our producer Troy basically gave him a heads up, like, look, you may not like me after this process, because I'm gonna be on you. Basically, like if you miss one note, I'm gonna let you know. Nope, you got to do it up. And listen, all three of us have recorded with Troy collectively and individually. So no matter how great we might think the take is, Troy gonna make you do it about 11,000,000 times.
And then after you get that right, give me 4 more and we good.
Give me your 4 best. It's like, God, no.
I swear to God, I ain't lying.
So again, hats off to Theo because it takes a lot to be coachable.
Yeah.
Now,
especially with three
Theo
different people working at you.
Yeah, Theo is an amazing talent. So it's not like we're taking some novice and trying to mold him into a great artist.
Nah, he's already that.
He's already that. But we have to be very particular because you got to think about it like this: like we're not the only ones submitting, right? It's hundreds of other people submitting.
Absolutely.
What's gonna make us stand out? So we can't give subpar. We can't give mediocre. We have to give outstanding. We have to give mic drop. Like, oh my gosh, we got to make her feel like I don't want to go to nobody else but you guys.
Yeah.
That's the big reason why we call ourselves Soul Supply, because we know what we bring to the table. We know what we supply. So the boot camp is our little inside joke. Is Theo knows he's gonna have to. Theo can think he did an amazing job. It's like, it was a little flat right there, bro. It was good, but up to that one line, and Theo was like, okay, whoop, let's do it again. So I have to give my hats off to him, and this is a lesson to any artist that's trying to do this thing. You have to be coachable. Like,
right.
You never get to a place where you can't be coached.
Right.
You know, and that goes for me too. Like, hey, I might not give the best performance. You know, you got to have thick skin in this business, and he understands it's not critiquing and put down, but it's like, yo, we want to give our best.
That's right.
Performance. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the weight is on him because he's the vocalist. You know what I'm saying? We write it, but ultimately they're going to hear his voice coming out. You know what I mean?
Right.
So we gotta be particular as possible. And but at the same time, it makes us all better. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
and you gotta have some thick skin to deal with mine, because I'm a straight shooter. I don't sugarcoat.
OG don't play with.
That's
I don't have a filter, you know.
I love that.
But yo, that shit was horrible. Excuse me. That shit was horrible. You know, like, yeah.
But you have to love that. And again, just knowing OG Hart, he's not trying to be.
No. We just want the best. Because I can take it too. You tell me mine is.
yeah, exactly. And that's what makes us all better, man. Everybody's coachable. And we know at the end of the day, it's because we want to give our best performance. So
absolutely.
And I'm telling you, it came out incredible. Like I think Theo will agree. It was like, yo, I'm glad y'all made me do it over and over and over.
Yes.
Now I can hear what I did. And he's very modest, but this dude is a beast, man.
Yes, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah. He is. He's sitting back, but man, we already, man. If I'd be scared of him to do a note here because he might blow off the whole stage here. It's powerful. When he closes his eyes and open his mouth real wide, and then the vocals come out,
it's done.
All right, OG.
Nah, it's you, bro.
Hey, OG, a little bit too. Don't let him fool you. And Sean's a good baritone.
No, he was singing your vocals. He was singing your vocals backstage because you can still while the video was playing. I seen him singing.
And Sean lays out the song. Sometimes Sean will write something to one of our songs.
Yeah.
And OG was like, "Sean, that is good lyrics, but my goodness, boy, you're horrible.
My God, you sound horrible." Hey, but you know what, God? I'm gonna be honest. God knew what He was doing. Cause listen, I'm gonna tell you, Sam, between me and you, if I could sing these songs, I wouldn't be showing them to Theo. I'll be singing them.
Right. Exactly. I feel you.
So God knew, like, look, so I'm gonna give you. You got so many gifts, but you can't have them all. You got collaboration. So where I'm weak, Theo can come in, and you know what I'm saying, But my pen is sharp. I'm gonna tell you that.
Yeah,
my pen is sharp.
Yeah, that pen is sharp. Yeah, you'll never hear me say your pen trash. Never.
One of the best in the world.
Never.
One of the best in the world.
My voice is flat. My pen is sharp.
Just don't sing, dog. Just don't sing, dog.
We were so, and this is 1 minute. We were so inspired by Shad Cousin. Shad took us to Monticello. It's close to Tallahassee. We went to like a Grammy party with the women who wrote Cuff It for Beyonce.
Yeah.
So
that was an experience.
We chilled with them. They gave us inspiration, and it was because of Shot. It was because of his cousin.
Yeah.
And Shad introducing us to them, and it really gave us like, wow, if they could do it, you know,
We can do
were
it.
in the vetting process.
Yeah, and they
actually submitting the songs when it happened.
Yeah, they gave us good feedback on White Walls too. They said, "Man, you guys are all still." They was like, "I see what you guys are doing. You're all still a great start with White Walls." And that was like he said through my cousin and the girl who wrote Cuff It. They grew up together, so she came back to her hometown for them to celebrate her Grammy win after winning the Grammy for writing Cuff It.
Mm-hmm.
And he gave me the heads up, like, "Yo, cuz my girl should go be in town." And so we was like, yo, it's worth it for us to drive up to Tallahassee to meet her, take a weekend and let her know who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's those types of sacrifices that you have to make, I believe, in this business. Like, you can sit and twiddle your thumbs and hope all day, but, you know, faith without works is dead. So that means you can have faith all day, but you got to
get out there and work.
You got to get out there. You got to let people know you exist.
You gotta understand too, when doing music, it can take one song a whole year before everybody hears it and it blows up. So don't get discouraged if there's a lull. Just keep promoting. Just keep doing what we're doing with like being on your show and getting the type of love we get from you. That's more. All of your fans get to see it. So that's more promotion. So things are gonna happen. Listen, I'm a firm believer. I have faith because I work. Like you said, faith without work is empty. Well, I'm full because I work a lot. Even if I'm not working KRK or Soul Supply, I'm working solo. I'm working all the time. So my faith is strong. So I really believe it's going to happen. We just got to keep pushing, and keep pushing.
Right.
Yep, I can tell you, everybody who I've shared that song with enjoy the song. You know, even legends in the industry. You know, so you're doing something.
We own something.
And I gotta say this too, Sam. Another thing, as I'm sitting here, we're talking. Another thing that drew me to wanting to work with these two is, I said before, how we're men of a certain age. This has been a dream of ours, all of us,
forever.
Since we were kids, right?
Yeah.
I've got so many friends who gave up on the dream. It didn't happen. It's on their timeline. And I get it. Life happens. You have kids. You get married. But when you have a burning desire, when you have a passion,
right,
you can't escape that passion. When you have a purpose,
yeah,
you could do a million other things outside of your purpose, but your heart and your passion are always gonna drive you back to that purpose. Absolutely. And I really believe, and I think I can speak for my brothers as well. I really believe this is what we were put on the earth to do.
Absolutely. It's exactly what I was doing for.
And resonate with people. It's no greater joy. I gotta be honest. It's no greater joy like the mere fact that we're on your show. We're not just happenstance on your show. We're on your show because you believe in us.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have us on here if you didn't believe in it. So sometimes that's all the pay. That's all the payback that you need. That's all the gratification that you need is to know that somebody believes in your stuff.
Right.
But even if nobody else, you have to. I don't
give a damn. Excuse my French. I believe. That's all that matters. I believe.
You have to.
My wife believes. My kids believe.
You got to bet on yourself, and that's infection. Other people gravitate to that. It's like, man, he really believes what he's saying, so maybe I should believe what he's saying, or maybe I should believe in myself more. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you don't believe it, they gonna feel that. They're gonna say, "Oh yeah, you're not believable. You just rapping. You just want to get paid. You don't believe it." Nah, everything we say, we believe, yo.
Yeah, that drew me to them because it's like I know what it is to want this so bad, and it may not take off at the rate that you think, but the fact that you still are actively pursuing it, and
God's plan, bro.
Yeah.
You know, you do what you're good at what you do, so you want to naturally be around that energy, and that's why, like OG said, everything from the moment that we decided to do this, everything has gelled. Like for us to be on that stage with Rock the Block, and like we're barely a year old as a group, and I know that other people submitted that's been together longer.
Way longer.
But
way longer.
but you know that white walls, they let us know that hey, that's why y'all got selected. It was like y'all got selected because that white walls. They was like it would behoove you guys to have those dances there. We was like we already one step ahead of you. We know.
Yeah, we already
yeah.
No, that's incredible. And it's, I always say it's timeless. I hate when people try to put an age on something. You know what I'm saying? So
there
I
you
love
go.
it. Look, all four of us, I ain't gonna give away our ages, but all four of us, we grown, okay?
You better know it.
I have one of my children is an adult. We grown, but we just still being able to just do what you love, not giving up. Sometimes it's a time and season for everything. It might not be, your time, maybe earlier on, but now it's the time.
I said to my wife, I was just speaking to her about that. I said, I'm glad this didn't happen to me earlier and younger because I was a lot wilder then. And I would probably, my life would be totally different. I would have been doing wild stuff. Who knows what would have happened to me? Probably what happened to Pop because I was out there wilding as a younger.
Yeah.
But I'm a grown man now. I'm mature now. We're not gonna be at clubs doing stupid stuff. We're gonna do our show and go to our wives and our families. You did? So we much more mature. We would be the perfect group to have because there's no drama. Just business, a lot of great music and some dope artists that's no trouble. You dig?
Yes, definitely. And good role models. You know what I mean? It might show that hey, you can do some positive, good music. Be loyal to your significant other, and not talk about all this nonsense and be.
I don't gotta disrespect women. I don't have to kill anyone. We don't have to do any of that in our song. Not saying I haven't made crazy songs in the past, because like I said, I come from an environment. But that's part of my growth too, being in this group. Really, when I was working on my album 2 years ago, working with Shad, kind of cleaned me up in a sense, because I saw that you could be dope without cussing. Like, I'm not gonna say I don't curse because I cuss when I talk. So it's gonna be in some of my music. But if it's a song that I need to get radio play, and I can do a song without cursing. I can make a dope song without cursing. When I was young, I didn't believe that. I thought I thought that was corny, Right. But being around Shad and seeing how dope he is, the man is a lyricist. He don't gotta say one curse word and he'll destroy you. Destroy you. So that gave me motivation to say, hey man, work on your bars, bro. You don't have to, because I can be very disrespectful. I'm very good at that. I come from battling, so you will not like me. You battle me. You want to fight, basically. But now, listen, I'm getting my bars up, and Shad was a lot of motivation for that. For sure.
Man, I appreciate that. Just to piggyback off of that, I think it's important too to just be yourself, lead by example. You don't have to say, hey man, why you cut, you just lead, whether you realize you're doing it or not. I think a lot of times God has shown me that you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you shy away from that. Sometimes like, you don't want to have that responsibility sometimes, but you just let your lifestyle just be what it is. And so to hear that is very gratifying, because I've been told, to be honest, a lot of times, bro, if you would have cussed in your music, you probably would have been on. But I'm like, but that wouldn't be true to who I am.
Right. That's not what I said to you. Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's not who I am. It's like, I feel like I'd rather not be on and keep my integrity than to try to be something else just to get on, because then you're losing yourself. That's where you are essentially selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? So my dad told me when I was young, man, and it just stuck with me. He was like, when I told him I wanted to rap, I was like maybe 12 years old, whatever. He was like, well, don't degrade women. Don't be using vulgar language. And he told me, he said a man curses because he doesn't have the words to express how he really feels.
Yeah.
That stuck with me as a kid.
Yeah.
And that's what you have as a writer. That's what your arsenal is words. So I was like, I want to like know as many words as I can say. Where, as OG so eloquently put it, I can destroy you without even being vulgar. So
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Not that I'm really trying to destroy it, but that was my background. I came from that Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, KRS-One world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna show you I'm a superhero with this microphone. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, that I just wanted to say that I appreciate hearing him say that, and it's dope. It let me know that I was doing the right thing because it ultimately had an effect on my brother, and yeah, he'll show you he's versatile like that. You know what I'm saying? He can definitely. You heard the verse on White Walls. That brother got off. Boy. He got his LL on. He got his LL on.
He got his LL. Yeah.
Hey, Sha, you know, Malcolm X actually said something similar to what your dad said, and that's what stuck with me. Men curse because they lack the proper words to speak. But one of the things that I always said was like I have all of the proper words. My vocabulary is very large, but it'll make more of an emphasis if I tell you to get the hell out of my face than if I say, would you please kindly remove yourself from my face? You dig? Sometimes to get that point driven, you need to go and put that in there.
Right. Right.
I got a good balance. I'm a leader.
You gotta keep that point alive, you know? I get it. Sometimes you gotta, you know, let them know. Gotta add a little bit of extra exclamation points.
I'm saying.
I've had to myself. I don't have to that often, but every now and then I've had to.
Exactly.
Right. Most of the time, I be quiet though. I'm good.
That's the dangerous one. You're the dangerous one. Those are the dangerous ones.
That's right. So we also got to talk about this dope apparel you have. I see the logo going on.
Y'all see it.
All right, I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna take that because my wife did that. My wife did that. Yeah, my wife did that. So
shout out to the queen.
And I don't know. This is what's so dope. First off, I'm gonna tell this story real quick. You know how Shai said life can keep you from staying with hip hop, and I kind of left because I was working and dealing with children, and then I met her, and she listened to my old stuff and was like, "Wow, if you put some new music, you got some bars, you know." So she kind of pushed me back into it and led me back into it. So she's a huge inspiration and a huge reason for my success, and I am not ashamed to say it. But
amen.
You know what I'm saying? But she gets on a computer and just does things. And so one day she just presented this to me like, "What do you think about this?" And I'm like, sent it to the fellas. "What y'all think?" They was like, "We love it." Then she got shirts made, hoodies. I mean, and we're not even done. She presented the guys at the show with posters. I didn't ask her to do any of this. She just does this because she believes in us and she believes in me. And so, man, our wedding is December 16th. I wish you was in town and be here. Still singing at it. It is going to be amazing.
Hey, I'd love to be there, you know, and show up for that. You know, that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? And you know,
this apparel will be out soon. We're
gonna have all kinds of stuff.
We're just getting all the strategies and the warehouses, and we're just getting all that together. But guess what? You too will be able to get a KRK shirt, and hoodie and different.
We're gonna set up the site on our page.
Yeah, we're working on it right now.
Hey, I'll be happy to support it. I'll get it, and I'll do my brand ambassador work, and I will do some reels and photos rocking the apparel because that's just what I do.
We're gonna send you one.
Yep.
Yeah, you ain't gotta. Yeah, we definitely gonna bless you.
And you already know, ain't no line. That's what I do. You know, just want to spread the word. You know, great people like yourselves. You know, deserve it.
All the followers you got, girl. Yes, absolutely.
we gotta shout out all our wives. That is
yes, we do. Yes, we do.
That's so key, man. Having that support system. All three of our wives are amazing, man.
Go Michi.
Hey, bro, let me
Tanya.
in the house.
Yeah, they got their own chat amongst themselves. They call
Yeah, the
themselves
queen.
QRQ. Queens recognize queens. I love it. I love it.
There you go.
And they all tell. That's why I was so huge to put them in the video. I'm like, man, what we look like trying to get like some models. Our wives are worthy enough to be
Absolutely.
in the video. You know?
I don't want no fake stuff. We real with it. Why be
Exactly.
fake?
Right.
I ain't married to no model. I'm married to her, so put her in.
Right.
Yeah, they beautiful. They beautiful. Why not
Yes.
be in there?
Absolutely.
Exactly. Why not?
Absolutely.
Right, Sam.
You know?
Absolutely.
They're beautiful. Better have them queens, man. When I first saw that video, I said they got their wives in there. I said, see? I said, no, that made my day. It was a breath of fresh air to see some real, naturally beautiful women and just class.
Right there. Absolutely.
Man.
That part.
Yeah.
You know, that did it for me. And plus, it lets you guys know, ladies, you can be fans, but these men are happily taken.
Right.
So,
All day.
it is what it is, you know.
Sorry, not sorry.
I don't even play with him. Hey, back off. It ain't happened yet, but she ready to get y'all off me. Back up.
You know, look, I be in protective mode. Look, my artists can tell you. I'll be like, no, he's happily married to her.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's important to say happily. Happily. Absolutely.
Yeah.
No mistresses on our mattresses.
Like marriages. Okay.
You know,
Bars.
Yeah, man.
I love that.
We appreciate our wives. I appreciate mine too. She supports me on everything. Y'all know
me spirit.
To go in on everything. And I'm like, don't you lose that. You just keep doing what you're doing. It's all good. I can get 10 million followers. It's no problem. I will always pay attention to her. So it doesn't even matter. And you know, in this industry, it is what it is. Of course.
Really.
I mean, women are going to like you. They're going to like things about you and everything. But that's on you.
Hey, we're not boys. We're not little horny boys that can't control our emotions. We're grown men. You know, I mean, I don't have to be on stage. But women approach me now, and I know how to turn them down. So it's not gonna be. I'm just being real. I don't have to be no superstar. Women approach me now, boy.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, no, I'm good.
You're not ugly. We're not ugly.
That's, you know, it's all about what you listen. Just like they said, you can do whatever you want. A man will settle down when he is ready to settle down, and we are settled down. It ain't no halfway trying to be a player, man. I'm too old for that. I don't have time. Plus, I'm about to get a new hip. My hip hurts.
My boy put the hip in hip hop, boy. That boy put the hip in hip hop.
Oh my gosh, hilarious! So we know we got the album coming in the fall, right? But do we have like
the EP,
I should say. But do we have like some performances? What's going on for the rest of 2023 so far?
Well, to be honest, right now we're on shutdown because in 3 weeks I'm having surgery.
Oh.
And I've been suffering through and toughing it out and through the shows, even through that show. I've been suffering. I need a total hip replacement on my right side from boxing and sports and the military. So, once I'm back and up, my wedding has been in December, and we're just dropping the music in the fall. And Shah, you want to take it from there?
Yeah. I was just gonna say once OG back up and running, we'll probably get that next single shot, the video for that. Like Theo say, we go get this apparel up because I mean,
some apparel.
Even when everybody was like, "Yo, what can I get that hoodie? What can I get that hoodie?" So we know that we got something that the people are interested in. Yeah. And on the back it says, on the back of the shirt it says like father, husband, provider. You know, so it's got some just reaffirming messages on the back of the shirt. And so, so I can't tell you what my head hurts. So. we want to definitely push the merch. You'll get the EP in the fall. Don't forget Soul Supplies. I'm believing before this year you'll hear our music in a movie or CD series,
No
or
doubt.
both.
No doubt.
So it's definitely gonna be a lot more KRK to come, but you know we gotta let our brother get better. So we're not rushing nothing as long as time it takes for him. But I'm sure before the year is out, we'll be doing some more gigs. Something else we did cool and that was pretty dope this year was we performed at this guy's 60th birthday party, and so that was cool. So some of the like sometimes it doesn't always have to be a huge grand stage.
Right.
Being able to reach out to people on an intimate setting like that is just as gratifying because you can see the way they responded, like, and that did my heart good to bless him on his birthday. I even made up a solo song for him that I customized just for him. Me and his sister hooked up, and she gave me some
that was
background
dope
about him, and so it was a total surprise to him. So we're down to do that kind of stuff if you're interested. You know, birthday parties or different engagements like that. You know what I'm saying? It don't always have to be like a big, huge grand stage, but we gonna rock the grand stage the same way we'll rock a party. We gonna give it our all. We're very professional, and you know, all of this comes with just experience. You know, we've all got collectively, we probably have about 90 years of experience performing alone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you know,
I'm performing all over the world. Germany, Korea.
Yes, these brothers are military background, so they literally performed over the world, around the world. You know
California.
what I mean? Yeah.
Missouri. Yeah. Oh man. Everybody know about OG. Everywhere I go, OG.
You know, I can assure you, you go get quality every time with us. Quality, whether it's the music you're listening to or seeing us perform, or the apparel we rocking. You know, we rock this with pride. KRK, Teens Recognize Teens.
Yeah.
It stands out, man. It stands out.
Yeah.
And you know, we go to change the narrative, man.
I got the King logo on the back of the hat. Don't play with me. I'm doing it all. King logo on the back of the hat. Get at me.
Changing the world one bar at a time, baby.
Word. One shirt, one bar.
One bar
at a time.
Yeah, we're just happy to be involved in everything this year, and we're going to be still while OG is recovering. We're still going to be spreading out the music when we're still going to be writing heavily.
Absolutely.
Projects because we never stop. And when OG gets back, we'll be shooting our video for our next single, which is going to be tremendous. And these guys really go off with the lyrics. It's crazy. I think this year is going to be an awesome year, you know, and we have other things that we do on our own, but for us KRK, it's going to be a powerful year. And I'm like Shad, I think definitely you will see something placed in TV, film, whatever channel it would be.
Yeah,
whatever
love those songs.
It will be placed. It's a miracle to submit so many songs, submit like 5-6 songs or whatever, and every last one of them got approved. So
all of them.
It was
turn any of them down.
What was her words in the email? Her first words was "job very well done."
Very well done.
Very well
done. And she don't really give out compliments like that. She ain't.
Yeah.
She ain't really. She's very.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you. First time, you know.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you now. Us three, you know, I got to shout out to C-Lab because us three, KRK, we was like, okay, we can get these songs done in like a week and get them back to her. So it was like, slow down. It was like, slow down.
Yeah,
we gotta make sure.
One man.
we gotta make sure we nail it. So we kind of came kicking and screaming, but like he was right, and he's the producer, so it's a lot weighing on his shoulders. Not saying that our job is super easy because we still got to come up with catchy enough lyrics and melodies and hooks. But as the producer, he wanted to make sure he nailed everything, and that brother he delivered like it ain't nobody's business. I'm telling you that. Now, Sam, you remember my song "Knee Off My Neck"?
Yes. Yep.
That was true.
He produced that. So this man's palette is insane. Like that's a straight politically charged. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You could go from that to some Marvin Gaye. You know what I'm saying? So he's not a beat maker. He will let you know. I don't make beats. I produce.
No, I'm a producer.
You were like, yeah. So of course, you know, we just to get on his nerves, we were like, yo, that was a dope beat you made. I don't make beats. I produce.
I don't even say that. I mean, that's a dope track you produced.
Look him up, George Daniel, C-Lab. I mean, he's
hey, he just goes by one word now. It's the
Daniel.
And he can play every instrument, and that's what I love about a producer. A producer, he can play the guitar, he can play the bass, he can play the drums, he can play the piano, he can play all instruments, and that really helps in the process of making our album, our KRK album, our EPs, our singles, whatever we're doing individually.
Individual stuff. Like, even if I got something produced by somebody else, I take it to Detroit and mix and master every time. I only do it because I know I'm going to get the best from him.
Right.
He's not going to put it out if it's not the best.
And he's Cuban, so it's important to note that because that rhythm is just in his DNA.
In his DNA, man. But his range is insane, though, bro.
Yes, his range is.
You can do stuff like that, bro. It's like everywhere. Hardcore, dirty, clean, R&B, love.
I liken it to like Steph Curry. You know how Steph Curry can pull up from half court and you expect it to go in?
Right.
Like nobody else can, maybe Damon Lillard, but it's not too many people that have the liberty to take those type of shots and you expect them to go in. That's how we feel when it comes to Troy producing something for us. Like,
I don't think I've ever turned down the track. I don't think I've turned down the track. Like I haven't. Every track he presented me, I used it.
Yeah, they want something heavy metal, so I need you to go ahead and make that in like 2 hours. Like, sure, I got you. You know what I mean? It's that crazy, man. It's so fun writing with this dude because as a writer, it just expands your palette. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what's so fun. I never wanted to be a one lane artist. I want the whole highway. Don't give me one lane. Give me the whole highway.
Right.
North and south. I'm gonna take up all the lanes like Theo.
We put a song out amongst ourselves, and Sean to have like maybe the intro, maybe the chorus. He'll have it like in 10 minutes, and me and OJ be like, "Dang, Sean, man, let us." God, you let this. You give this man arrangement. He will come through in a matter of minutes. So if you're willing to do that, you better be ready for the consequences because he ain't slowing down. That's what we love about him.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was always like that. Even in my first group, I had my verse first. They're like, "Hey, you done wrote your verse already?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro. What you waiting on, bro? We got the beat. I done wrote my verse. What you waiting on? Let's go."
Yeah, remember Go Poppy? You called me on the phone after you left the studio. I'm still there, and you like, "Bro, I got my verse already for Go Poppy." I'm like, "Bro, I just let you hit an instrumental. I ain't even write my verse yet. What did you do, bro?"
And you know what was so funny about that call is when OG answered the phone before he said hello, I heard him saying in Detroit, "This probably Sean right now calling with the verse." I was on the Howard Franklin. It hadn't been 15 minutes. I was like, "Yo, check this out."
I'm like, this dude already wrote his verse, bro. Because we was in there recording another song. And we got that done, and then I played another song for him.
I want to give shots out right quick to OG because we have grueling practices, we have grueling writing sessions, and this man's travels from the other side of Orlando to our practice, which is in Tampa. I mean, Shaw got to come. You know, it's all
but I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of embarrassing because he'll be the first one there. He's coming from the furthest end.
He travels over 2 hours to come to our practices to write.
I'm talking about hips and locked up in the car.
Really? That is my dedication to this, man. I love y'all brothers. I love this group. and I'm all in, bro. My body, my mind, my soul, bro. I don't care what, nothing's gonna stop me, bro.
Right.
Nothing.
Crazy. It's
If
crazy.
you can shoot me in my leg, I'll be hobbling on the stage with a hole in my leg, spitting them bars.
And again, that commitment, even that's infectious. It's like, man, if OG can get here all the way from Orlando, I know he in pain right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's got to sometimes take his son to a whole different city.
Oh, China, yeah, on the upper side of Florida. And then
And the man shows up faithfully. He'll do that just the right. Like,
Just the
most
right.
people won't do that to come and record.
Right.
He'll do it the right, not even record nothing. So that's pure
I
dedication.
love it, man. I really love it, bro. And I'm all in with this group, bro. All in.
Man, you gotta be. Ain't no stopping KRK. Not at
No.
all. You know?
No.
Not at
We're a
all.
force to be reckoned with.
Not at all. Are you guys still gonna be doing the because I know like you guys do on Instagram, kind of the motivational like clips, you know, Kings Recognize Kings. Are we still y'all still gonna
Yeah, we go get back to that. What we try to do is we try to mix it up, you know what I mean? That had kind of ran its course a little bit, you know, like OG made a good point, like you want it to be special, so you don't want to just kind of do it out of routine.
Mm-hmm.
So, but what I can assure you is we're always thinking of the next thing, and our aim is always to inspire. So whatever we do next, it's gonna be rooted in inspiration, again, quality. So we'll figure out what that next thing's gonna be. But I'm glad you like it, man. That's good to hear.
Yeah, that definitely helps because listen, if you do something enough, after a while, I wanted it to be special because if you do it all the time, it takes away from it being so special.
Yeah.
You know, it became a chore, and I don't want it to become a chore. You know, I got enough things to do. I don't want to add another chore. You know? So I talked to the brothers like, yeah, I think we should do something different and just hold off on it for a while. You know.
Yeah.
And it made sense, but it's good to know that it made a difference.
Yeah, hey, I was tapped in. Hey, I've been tapped in since the Instagram page started. I said, well, here we go.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
And what I will say is we've had some talks about doing something on a larger scale with just the brand of KRK, like networking with even some of those brothers that we highlighted in the KRK video, because we're all about uplifting. So that was very important for us to show these not regular, but just these common people that it's dope people right here in your own neighborhood that are doing some amazing things. So if you notice, when we highlighted them, we put what their profession is. You had my brother-in-law who owns his own boxing gym.
Right.
You had a pastor in there. You had
my brother that do the wigs, man.
Yeah, you had my boy Jay who makes wigs. You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to show you, like, we don't just talk Kings Recognize Kings. We're actually kings recognizing other kings.
Yeah, and it's important.
And we need more of that, like you said, Sam. It's all
more
that
love,
other
less
stuff
hate,
laid
man.
out.
More love, less hate.
Yeah.
That's right.
And the thing is, I think some people are afraid to do that because they feel like they got to dim their own light to shine one on you, but your light still gonna shine.
Yeah.
So it's all about uplifting and inspiring others. You know,
right?
Really, we gonna get down to the brass tacks of things. That's what we're all created to do: is serve one another.
And it don't make you soft to show love, man. It makes you a real man, actually. It's okay to tell that brother, hey, man, good job, bro. Sometimes you need to hear that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's so hard, man. I can't, dog, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Now, chill out, man. Chill out, bro. You gang banging on bacon. First thing in the morning, man. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, for real. Hey, I see you, brother. I want to commend you, bro. That's dope. That's inspiring what you're doing, bro. You got your own boxing gym, bro. That's inspiration. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they need to hear that, man.
They need
when my brother Jay post something about his wigs, I share that joint. Hey, man, holla at my brother. All you beautiful queens, get at my brother. You touch your heads and souls. I love his slogan. That's dope.
It takes a couple seconds to share, you know.
You did. But there's so many people that's lurking on your page and don't show no love, don't share, just want to watch you, don't support you. Most of the time, your own team don't support you till you blow up.
Right.
Until everybody else love you, then your city love you. But listen, I'm gonna keep doing this whether you love me or not. You dig? Whether it's fake love or real love, I'm not working for y'all love. I'm working to do this the right way and to present some great music to my people. If you love me for that, great. If you don't, that's on you. I can't control it.
Yep. I always say is support each other. You can win together. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You know, Rome was not built in a day. You know.
Okay. And it wasn't built with one person. Okay.
You know?
Definitely a marathon, not a sprint.
You know, I'm telling you, simple, genuine love and support of people. I mean, you can network and build with people. You know,
Exactly.
hey, I'm a testament of that. We're all still building, and you know, it's all genuine. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
We love what you do,
why I love
man.
to follow you, because I see how you do that.
Yeah,
You share love with people.
Thank you.
I love that, yo. Love that.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
This is dope, man. This is dope. You got a platform and you sharing it. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So we are truly humble because
really
your people who may not they may have never heard of KRK until they saw this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So
yes.
Listen, we're very confident. We are not cocky. We are humble brothers. But we're confident now. Don't sleep. We get on that stage, we're gonna give you what you want. You did. But we're humble. We're humble.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You gotta be. Look, that's the goal. Like I get excited. People say, "Hey, this person follow me. Oh, I'm gonna tap into them." Good, follow them, tap in. That's what it's about. You know.
Exactly.
You know.
That's how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be. You're right.
All right, I need to see, you know, the following and the love going up for y'all. You know, I need, you know, matter of fact, look on the screen, you guys.
Look at that. Look at that. It's crazy.
Look at that.
It's crazy.
You know, follow.
I love it.
Yeah,
Thank
follow
you.
them.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You know,
Really.
for the radio, you know, it's Kings_recognize_Kings, you know.
Word.
And then they have everybody. I'm big on the bio. If y'all look in the bio, guess what? It has all 3 of their pages in the bio too. Now,
wow, that's right. We coming.
You know,
We ain't playing with y'all. We coming.
you know,
Thank you so much.
No,
Appreciate you.
no, it's my pleasure. You know, and I got to ask you guys, so this is going to be fun because I get to ask this question kind of as a collective instead of just, you know, one person. So just as a collective, you know, what legacy does KRK want to leave behind?
Wow.
That's a great question.
On my end, I say a legacy of great music, positive music, and brotherly love.
I'd say
I couldn't have said that better, man. Can I just ditto what he said? That's
It's all love, bro. What I say is all together.
I agree with OG, but you know, because we have a lot of words that describe us and everything. So, but I would say the legacy is to be a legacy. That's what I would say. The legacy is to be a legacy. I want them to say that, man, music was kind of funny acting. It was cool, you know, we got respect. But when that doggone KRK came on the scene, it changed.
That's right. It changed, yeah.
It was like an uptick of back in the day, Fat Boy, Run DMC. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? People, you know,
real hip hop.
You know, real hip hop and R&B, because I'm an R&B cat.
Yeah.
You know
Rap and B, man. Rap and B.
Brian McKnight, Babyface. You know what I'm saying? So real hip hop and R&B. Because if you want to know something, hip hop and R&B, when they're married together, and I use cousins, but when they're married together, they're undefeated.
Yeah.
Every song that has been married together with hip hop and real R&B, real singer, real rhymers, it's always exploded, and it's always exploded. And I think that's what we got. We got we seamlessly intertwine hip hop with R&B, and we do magic. You know what I'm saying? So I think I want them to just say that, man. KRK, man, they took this to a different level. You know what I'm saying? That's what I want to say.
Wow.
if I just had to give it one word for our legacy, I
Yeah.
Brotherhood.
Brotherhood. Yeah, I love that. Yeah. Because we
That's what I
brothers
want.
first, man. We brothers first.
We are, man. We are. And the music is the link, but at the core of what we do, we express brotherhood.
Yeah.
So we text just about every day, and it's not necessarily always about music. Like, yo, how you doing, bro? I want to tell y'all, brother, I'm proud of you. I love you. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And that needs to become cool again.
Absolutely,
bro. Again, we were raised on Public Enemy, Rakim, Big Daddy Kane, X Clan, Tribe Called. We was raised on So what all the commonality with all those groups was uniqueness, brotherhood, originality, and I was listening to a song from Run DMC the other day, Suck MC, and DMC was saying, and after 12th grade I went straight to college. I'm like, it was cool to rap about being educated. Now it's trendy to seem dumb and ignorant.
Right.
And I was
drugged out and no control.
Yeah, and I'm like, come on, y'all, we better than that. It's nothing wrong with that. That's why we unapologetically say stuff like no mistresses on our mattresses. Ain't nobody else saying that. Everybody's talking about how they can take the next dude chick.
Yeah.
Is anybody bold enough to say, nah, we ain't gonna put no mistresses on our mattresses? You know what I'm saying? But we're living in a world that left is right, up is down, right is wrong.
Right.
And as long as my heart is beating, right is right. Left is left, right is right, up is up, down is down. So we got to get back to having some core values. And I think, like I say, the music is the link, but at the core of what we do is brotherhood.
Amen.
These are my brothers. I don't have a natural brother. I got two beautiful sisters. Always wanted a brother. I got some real close cousins, and I look at as brothers. But it's true that blood isn't always thicker than water. Sometimes you have family members that you're not even close to. Sometimes you're closer to your friends.
Yeah,
it's about the heart.
Blood don't make you family.
That's right.
These two, as far as I'm concerned, these are my brothers. I take a bullet for them. These are my brothers. Man.
Likewise, man. Y'all already know. I'm gonna set it off if anything go down.
We already know that.
That's what I do.
We need you to get that hip fix first, though. We don't want you to send off until you get that hip.
Oh, don't worry, it's gonna be good. And then I'm right back in the boxing gym, bro. Don't even worry about it. The doctor said by October I'll be up in boxing again. So we ready, son.
You're gonna be coming in there like the Terminator or something.
I'm gonna get a bionic joint. I'll be running like Steve Austin down here.
So none of y'all try us until October, okay?
Yeah. For real. That's the enforcer. Yeah, OG. Yeah. Enforcer. We all mesh together. Everybody plays their position and plays their role. We all mesh together. And I'm glad it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we don't all have the same personality.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That would be boring, and then we just look at each other,
We all have a perfect. We're gonna, we got some stuff that's lined up in the months and years to come that we trying to take over the world. So
and we're all in with KRK, all three of us. Even though we're solo artists, we are all in on KRK.
Yep.
I put a halt on a couple of stuff that I was coming out with just to dive totally into the KRK. Now, don't mean I'm not recording. Don't mean I'm not writing. I'm not saying
okay, that. You better know that because we working Saturday, bro. I'll see you there at 4 o'clock.
As for focus, yeah, you're right. My focus is KRK, and not only that, I'll probably put out a Christmas song this year or whatever. So that is but
right, exactly.
We know that we are Voltron.
Yeah, because if one blow up, we all blow up. So
that's right.
Let's go, man.
That's right. For the great of the, not just the team, the family. You might as well say it
Absolutely,
like that.
absolutely. Because all of us want our families to live better and to be better. And the only way we can do that is if we put in that work, truly believe, and keep pushing. It'll happen. I have no doubts.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yep. You already know I'm gonna keep supporting.
I appreciate that too. Much love. Really appreciate that. Yeah.
You already know I'm here for it, and you guys always welcome back too, because there's be always more.
Oh, we can't wait to come back.
Absolutely.
Can't wait to come back, Sam.
After this next single, you definitely gonna want us back. I'm telling
Are you kidding me? No, we can't wait to come back.
Oh man.
And you're like, and I just want to give props to you, Sam. You're like this.
Yeah, you just blow it up.
Because you've been putting in the hard work and dedication. And of course, I've seen it when you first started. I mean, I witnessed it for this podcast. I witnessed it, and you're just like, and you don't play around. Your business, you don't play around. If we got a question, you get back to us quickly. You're very professional, and that's what it takes to succeed in this business. I mean, I ask Sam something. Hey, Sam, blah, blah. Sam, get back with me. Blah, 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 blah.
That's love, bro. Word up.
Around. He's very professional, and we've had some instances here and there where some people just haven't been professional.
Yeah,
that's part of this industry, dog.
It's a breath of fresh air that you are professional. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Thank you. Hey, I take pride, take pride in doing that. You know what I mean? That just helps you grow and just be better. And, I think professionalism, that means you're respecting the other person's time as well, too. So, like, even with this, it grew and, I'm still trying to make it, it's professional, but still a comfortable vibe. We activated.
Right. Hey, I feel totally comfortable. I'm just chilling.
And that's how I want you to be.
Word up.
Hey, before we get out of here, just because I know one of my freaking rap heroes is probably watching this, I just gotta say, Cool Rocky, as you can see, master of the Jackson, the C for the E.
I gotta give him 2-piece signs up, man.
Hey,
oh my God, Cool Rocky, man. Stop playing, man. Oh my God. All of the fat boys, I missed the other two, man.
I know.
Oh man.
I'm glad he's holding it down for one of the greatest groups ever.
Hey, and he's looking good too. You tell him he's looking good, yo. He's looking good. Word up.
One of my favorite movies.
So tell him we said it, Sam. Give that message to him.
I'm a fat boy, so one of my favorite scenes was the all you can eat scene.
I
was eating that bread too, man. I wanted to be in that movie, eating that bread right next to Cool Rock.
Well, I can tell you because people ask me all the time, did y'all really eat all that food? No, they did not, y'all. It was the food gets cold and nasty. And
right.
So everybody know they did not eat all that food.
They do say cut, John. Yeah, they do say cut, bro.
And you get the spit bucket, because you got to, this food nasty, you got to spit it out. So no, they did not eat all that food.
Word.
I'm telling you, they were one of my biggest Run DMC and Fat Boys. That was for me when I was just 8, 9 years old.
Yeah.
But I saw them and I wanted to be Run DMC and I wanted to be the Fat Boys. I'm telling you. So,
hey, remember we did that Run DMC shot, man? That was dope, bro. We killed that jump.
Yes, we did, man.
We killed that jump.
So I just know, because I know you manage it now. I'm like, man, if he watches this, I want him to know. I want him to get his flowers, man. Big Fat Boys, man.
Hey, he truly appreciates it, and he loves the song White Walls. I hit up Theo right after I heard the exclusive, and I said, he heard it. He loves it,
I'm gonna need to see a video reel or something of him stepping to it.
I'm gonna have to step out myself, but you're stepping ladies and so.
There you go.
Hey, you're welcome. Come on.
We gotta do that. Oh, and before we, obviously before we close out, we're definitely gonna play that White Walls, video again one more time. But
yes,
you guys want to give any shout outs to anybody, before we play it?
I just want to shout out my family. I want to shout out my brother Jay. I want to shout out Troy Cedeno. He's not here. Every engineer that ever helped me in the studio, appreciate you. Anybody I bought a beat from, my man Chills beat. Shout out Chills. And shout out KRK, man. Shout out Tor and Theo Lane. Some dope brothers, man. Shout out, yo.
I want to shout out.
Go ahead.
Okay. I want to shout out KRK, my brothers, Shakur and OG the original. I just want to shout out those brothers. I want to shout out my supportive dope wife, Michi, Demetria. She's so bad and bougie. You never would think, just like she would have like a Harvard degree and stuff. How did I get somebody with a Harvard degree? I'm like, golly. But anyway, I want to shout her out. I also want to shout out my whole family. I want to shout out Troy Daniel for producing our stuff and the C Lab for just taking KRK and Soul Supply to a different level. And anybody who ever helped me, I just want to shout you out as well. Shout out Facebook and thank you for watching. Boom.
Word.
That's what's up. All right, I want to shout out my KRK brothers. Without them, obviously this would not be possible. So shout out to OG, shout out to Theo. I want to shout you out, Sam, for having us on the show.
Yes,
that too. Not bad for forgetting that. Shout out, Sam.
I want to shout out my my beautiful wife. I'll be the first to tell you it ain't easy being married to an aspiring artist. There's many nights when they want you to come to bed, but you got this idea and you can't sleep till you get it out on paper. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of sacrifice that's made to be married to an aspiring artist. I want to shout her out. I want to shout my kids out. I love all three of y'all, Jair, Tasani, and Kaylee. All my kids are grown. I want to shout out my grandbaby. I got a grandchild now. Yeah. Shout out to Athens. And then I want to say my last shout out for anyone that is, I'm going to give it an age. I'm going to say anybody that's 40 or older and still pursuing your dream, whatever it is. Don't let nobody put a time table or a timeline on when you can achieve your dream. Don't ever let that happen. Don't you let it think in your own psyche. You keep going. As long as it's breath in your lungs, as long as you're good at what you do, who cares when it happens?
As long as your mind's still sharp, hit those bars, man.
Yep. So keep going.
KRK White Wall Dancers. I can't leave them out. Shout out to all of them sisters and them kids, because they were amazing, and I'm still blown away by them. So shout out to them.
And how could I be remiss? This is my last two shout outs. I got to shout out my mom yesterday because yesterday was her birthday.
Oh, yeah, her birthday. Yeah, happy birthday,
Mama. Is my oldest sister's birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Both of them. I just want to.
Yeah, it's my whole family, wife, kids, all y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. Happy birthday.
Yeah. I would say happy birthday, but OG will just shoot me down and make me feel real bad about myself. So
I ain't gonna try you on video. I'll wait till you get in our chat and I'll hit you up. I'll be like, don't you ever sing online.
I know, right?
You probably just cost us about 25 fans.
But hey, in public, I'm gonna support you, bro. But in private, I'm gonna get you, bro.
Oh my gosh, man. This was definitely, wonderful episode of Let's Get Activated podcast. I gotta give a big shout out to you three kings, KRK for this platform.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
There you
go.
We're gonna share this many times. We get them views. Yeah, we gonna pack them. Yeah, we sharing this podcast. Yes.
Yo, this was a lot of fun, yo. I had a ball. Thank you, Sam.
Yeah.
This was a ball, yo. This was awesome.
Man.
When you see us three, you see the Canes. Hey, Steve always say the Canes.
The Canes of music. There we go. The Canes of music.
There it is.
Man, this was so wonderful, you all, and definitely, shout out to the viewers, everybody, if you missed the whole live, Yeah, replay it, and share it,
Yeah, keep sharing.
Right.
You know,
Keep
and it
sharing.
will be dropping on Instagram too tonight too. I will be posting it there, so there'll be a lot of tags.
Okay, so I get to watch it.
So everybody gonna get to see it, or watch
Okay.
it everywhere. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch. It's activated.
Awesome. I'll be watching it again tonight.
That's right. And so I think what we'll do is, we'll close it out with these white walls. So they missed it in the beginning. They can jam to it now. What do y'all think?
I'm down with it. Great idea. Thank you. I'm humble.
Thank you so much.
Problem.
White Walls, KRK, let's go.
Let's go.
Rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, rolling with my lady, rolling with my girl, with my girl, with my girl, with my girl. Yeah, 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 yeah. This is for the one I love, baby. Ooh. Yeah, it's roll. Yeah, drop top, old school, Lincoln, oh, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady, oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my girl, yeah. We can go where you wanna go, yeah. As long as you are riding shotgun with me, beneath the salmon colored skies we ride. Ooh, thankful that I'm with good company. Drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my girl, yeah.
This that bop down, let the top down. So glad we ain't no longer in lockdown. A breath of fresh air, this is self-care. My lady look good, just got some new hair. I don't get jealous when other dudes stare, cause my honey stays with me like Winnie the Pooh Bear. Looking tasty in this natural AC. Girl, I'm KC, you got me singing, ooh yeah.
It's just me and you rolling with the music up high. Your hair is blowing in the wind while I'm caressing your thigh. Our destination is the beach, you can say that we're lit. I got shoulder walls banging while we rolling the strip. There's not another living person I would rather ride with. I swear you're looking real good while we rolling this whip. You're like a movie star, baby, you're the queen of the set. Picture the same me in the drop top when the sun is just set.
Drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my girl, yeah.
Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop. Drop the top, feel the bop when the needle drop, cause the party don't stop.
Drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my lady. Oh, drop top, old school, Lincoln, yeah. White walls, rolling with my girl. Oh, yeah. This is for one